everyone. God, it feels like it's been a long time since I've made a Vimeo. Welcome to Imua Malama Visioning Hui, and I'm so happy to be back and talking to y'all. And I've been thinking a lot about this journey for September on this full moon day, full moon in Cancer, when it seems like everyone's talking about how this is such an extraordinary opportunity to clear some old wounds, and that the conditions right now are very ripe for really getting some internal healing done. It's like, should be called the solar retrieval opportunity moon, but it is the harvest moon. And my teacher Jill had looked at a photograph of a flower that I had taken. Of course, it was one of my beautiful lilicoys, or actually maybe it was, no, actually maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a morning glory. You know how they have these beautiful luminous centers. And she suggested doing a journey into a flower, into the center of a flower. And I really love this idea. And then I had another idea for this journey, so I think I'm going to try to combine the two. And as we know, flowers are really well-known healers, and they have lots of healing properties, especially around our emotions and our emotional states. And they work on our subtle energy bodies, and that's how flower essences work. And just even looking at a flower can make you feel better. I have a great love for them, and I've been doing some flower essence work the last few years, making my own, and really enjoying communing with the plant before I take or do a flower essence with them. It's more of not a take, but more of a collaboration. So we're going to kind of do that in a journey way this month, in that we're going to journey with a flower, and we're going to dive into the center of the flower. And I wanted to mention two books that I've been really enjoying lately. One is by my sister Gretchen, who sent me this book, Through the Eyes of Love by Michael Rhodes. It's an incredible three books in a series, journeying with Pan, who is a deity, a pagan deity of nature. And in it, he has been describing, in this book 3, describing a concept of your metaphysical virgin heart space. I know that's a lot of sort of new agey sounding gobbledygook, but when you think about and journey with this concept, it is actually pretty profound. And I'd like to incorporate that into our flower journey, in that the flowers have this ability. And when I did this journey the other day, I was not feeling very, very well, and I went out and I sat underneath my blossoming lilikoi vine, and I journeyed with her, and I saw this metaphysical open heart space for the first time. I journeyed to a different realm where this heart space was completely open and able to contain whatever horrible things were going on in the world, negative emotions, old wounds. It was a place where the possibility of all of these things could be healed. And so I'd like to incorporate this into our journey, and I totally recommend these books. And if you want to know more, both me and Gretchen, or whatever, we can send you links to this. The other book that I've been reading incessantly over and over is Tiny Beautiful Things, Advice on Love and Life from Dear Sugar, which is a Cheryl Strayed book. This book is a knockout book of letters that were written to her when she was being an advice column writer on a blog that has absolutely exploded and actually made her really famous. And her life has just completely exploded because of some of the things that she said in this book. And what I wanted to mention about the concept that I saw in this book that really blew my mind was the concept of stepping back a little bit from all of your problems and all of the things that are going on in your life. Just step back, almost like if you were standing in the woods and looking back at your house that you live in. She called it the blue house. But just taking a step back while you're journeying in this journey to just really get an overview of where you are in your life right now and some of the things that perhaps you could really do well to let go of and allow the flowers to heal with you. So I hope that that's understandable. So just to go back, what I would like us to do is to journey, and you can go to your garden if that's a grounding thing for you to do. I'm hoping that out in nature also might be a good idea. We might do this hopefully up at Sandra's house on Friday when we meet. And those of you that are out in the world and all of these beautiful places, please, go go take a walk in a park or in your own garden and find a flower that speaks to you. And then go sit with that flower and journey with that flower. And I would try to journey into the center of the flower through that. Use that center of the flower as a portal in order to get to the dream time. And see what happens and see where you end up. And ask for an overview of the things that are sort of still crossing you or causing you hardship in your life. And ask for this flower to create and visit with you this open heart space around your own heart that contains the possibility for healing. And I'm compelled to say that, those of us who have chosen the helping professions and work with people and populations that are in either crisis or under duress or being discriminated against or all of the above, which is usually the case, and our own lives as well, because none of us are immune to this type of stuff going on in our world. Our world is really quite volatile at the moment. If we carry the weight of that in our hearts, we are less helpful than if we create this vastness and this metaphysical open heart space around our own heart. If we have this space and we create and cultivate this space and actually live and love from and work from this space, we are much more effective. So I'm just going to say that. I hope you have a wonderful time with this journey, and please report back. And, if you want to do any sketching or painting or drawing of your experience, of course, that I would love to see that online. My website is still under development. It should be very soon that you can go straight to Suki Healing Arts and access all of my journeys, our journey prompts, and it's going to be up really soon. So thank you for your patience, and thank you for being part of Hui. I realize while I'm making this video how much I've missed doing this, so really grateful for the time off and the peacefulness of the summer, and ready to get back and do some journey work together. Aloha, aho, bye. Love you all.